You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. You're now locked into the Life of Product Podcast. Did y'all miss me? I would miss me too. I'm back, baby. I took a little small hiatus, man. Hiatus things been happening in life. Life been lifing. I swear I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt for y'all. I'm gonna do a t-shirt and I'm gonna do a hoodie before hoodie season is over because you know it's about to get high. Like give or take a month and a half, and then bong spring is here. Yo, life been lifing. Life has been lifing, but you know what? I don't let things break me. I'm not a soft dude. I'm like 2-something. I'm from Brooklyn, so I rock out. Thank you to you guys for supporting the show. You guys have been supporting the show since day one. The viewership is growing. The streaming is growing. The support is there, and I love y'all for that. I really, 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 really appreciate you guys for that. Today's episode 119. We got some stuff to talk about. Come to the congregation, baby. Bong. Some things that's happening in life. First of all, 2024 is starting to give me 2020 vibes. Y'all remember in 2019 where we thought everything was going to be great? We was like, yo, 2020 is the year. Vision, bong. It's lit, and it was not lit. It was the total opposite. It was a nightmare. It was a movie. It was a Stephen King movie, pretty much is what 2020 was. 2024 is kind of weird. And it's starting to give me 2020 energy. I hate politics. And I really don't like getting on here talking politics. But we gotta talk about your boy Trump. I am not a Trump supporter. I've said that. I don't rock with Trump. I didn't vote for him and I never will. And he's apparently running again. Your man's came out with a pair of sneakers. First of all, this is how you know Trump is from Queens, because the dude got hit, I think, with like a $399 million whatever bill, and he dropped a pair of sneakers for $399. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I was reading and I overheard like a interview with some people talking, saying that he said black people love sneakers, they'll buy this. That's kind of messed up. Okay, black people, we love sneakers, but we love nice looking sneakers. First of all, those don't look nice. Those look like a pair of shoes off the clearance aisle of Marshalls. That's how bad those shoes look. Those shoes look really bad, brother. They're ugly. They don't even coordinate with any outfit that average person could wear. They're gold. Yes, I said gold. Your sneakers is gold with an American flag on the back. They're trash. Your shoes is trash, B. I'm going to let you know right now. But apparently they sold out and the resellers people going stupid with the resell. I saw one guy got $9,000 for the resell of those sneakers. Somebody else, I believe, got up to $450,000 for the resell. There is no way. I could be a billionaire tomorrow and I would not do it. I wouldn't do it. Sneakers is trash. They ugly. They ugly. Sneakers ugly, dog. Shouts out to Fat Joe. Fat Joe bought a pair of those sneakers, and he made it very clear in the video that he is not a Trump supporter. He doesn't vote for Trump, but he wanted the sneakers because he's a sneaker collector. Fat Joe, I am not stupid, brother. I know what you're doing. You got those sneakers because you knew the resale on those sneakers was gonna be crazy. Very good investment. Great investment, but they're ugly though. Yo, dog, I don't have like one outfit that would match that. First of all, I wear black most of the time anyway. Sneakers is trash. You know what I'm saying? It's giving gold dust from WWF back in the 90s. So we off that. Yeah, we off that. No politics talk on this Life Product Podcast. We don't do that over there. I'll let y'all politicians do whatever. I don't care if you're, even though I'm a Democrat and I vote Democrat, I'm not the most go hard Democrat. I don't like a lot of the stuff that they do. So yeah, we doing that. Bong. Yo, listen, man, I'm very excited for where boxing is going right now. Boxing is in a great space. Y'all remember for a minute, boxing was in a slump and MMA was running everything. First of all, shouts out to Dana White. That man is a genius because he's dropping a UFC fight like every week or every other week, back to back. There are UFC fights back to back. Boxing is kind of been on that wave. It's doing great. First of all, I love what they're doing with the heavyweight division at the moment. The heavyweight division is getting its just due. Shouts out to Saudi Arabia. Shouts out to His Excellency over there. I'm hearing that he's personally handpicking these fighters in these lineups over there in Saudi Arabia, and they are making great money. We got the Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua fight next weekend. My predictions on that fight. I've been back and forth with this fight because I love boxing, and I feel like I'm my own little analyst when it comes to this stuff because I'll be sitting back looking at numbers, boom. Here's what I'm gonna say. I think Anthony Joshua is gonna win. And at first, I was up on a limbo about it. I'm like, nah, I don't know. Here's why I say this. First of all, and I'm gonna get to Francis Ngannou. I'm gonna say this right. Anthony Joshua, I believe years ago he lost to Joseph Parker. I believe so. And we all know the fight when he lost to Andy Ruiz, right? He lost to Andy Ruiz. To my knowledge, since he lost to Andy Ruiz, he has not gotten comfortable not once when it came to fighters. When he fought Andy Ruiz, everybody canceled Ruiz out because Joseph Parker was a little taller. Everybody thinks Andy Ruiz is the small dude. Andy Ruiz is 6'2". It's just that he keeps fighting dudes taller than him and in better shape. So on camera, on TV, he looks like a small dude. He looks really small. He's really not, dude. He's like 6'2", 200 and something pounds. I think Anthony Joshua, I believe, is around 6'4", 6'5", or something like that. And he actually went down in muscle mass. And I feel like since he went down in muscle mass, he's gotten faster and his skills have gotten better. He has really, really great jabs. Really great jabs. So from him losing to Ruiz, which kind of threw everybody off, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I saw something spark in Anthony Joshua. Something changed in Anthony Joshua, and I'm saying it changed for the better. It changed for the better. Now he's gonna fight Francis Ngannou. Joshua has more experience on the professional boxing side than Francis Ngannou. He has more wins than Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, he was boxing years ago training, and he went to MMA. I believe they're around the same age, right? Neither one of these guys are in their 20s. They're in their mid to late 30s, all right? I feel that fighters who are in their mid to late 30s who've been fighting their whole lives since younger, I believe Anthony Joshua fought in the Olympics and things like that, who have kept their muscle memory, they kept their bodies conditioned and things like that, they are fine. They're fine. They can fight just as good as a 20-year-old. They can. I think Ngannou punches harder than Joshua, but Joshua punches hard. He does not punch light. I think Joshua's faster than Ngannou. I personally feel like Ngannou should have took at least 2 fights before fighting Fury and before fighting Anthony Joshua, or at least had 1 fight before Fury and 1 fight in between Anthony Joshua. Francis Ngannou was blessed. He's blessed. If you know his story, man, from him being a migrant from Cameroon, Africa, and then going to numerous countries. I mean, he went to Paris. He went to Spain. He did a bunch of stuff before getting to America. And to my knowledge, the first city he landed in was Orlando. And that was because Dana White signed him to fight in the UFC. Shouts out to Dana White. Dana White be making dreams come true, man. The dude has an eye for talent. And that side note, his eye for talent is crazy. But back to it. I think Ngannou should have taken at least 2 fights in between or somewhere before fighting Tyson Fury and before fighting Anthony Joshua. The good thing about Francis Ngannou fighting Fury before he fought Anthony Joshua, Fury and Joshua are both big fighters, tall fighters, both seasoned fighters, even though their styles are a little different. I feel like Anthony Joshua is a little more coordinated than Fury. I feel Fury's a great fighter, but I feel he fights more fair than Fury because Fury has a tendency to slap you with his gloves, press his body on you, things like that. I think that if Francis Ngannou can catch Joshua with the same type of punch that he caught Fury with, or better, I don't think Joshua's going to get up from it. I don't think he's going to get up from it. If Andy Ruiz can drop Joshua, so can Francis Ngannou. And that's not taken away from Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz got hands, dog. Andy Ruiz reminds me of that one cousin you don't want to play fight with at the family reunion. Because I got to touch you up, bang, bang. He's got hands. He does not punch as hard as Francis Ngannou, and this is what I'm saying. If Francis Ngannou can, all it takes is 1 punch for him to drop Joshua. Will Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou? I don't know. Some of y'all might say yes. Some of y'all might say no. I don't know if that's going to happen, but what I will say is this: if it goes a distance, I don't know if they're fighting 10 rounds or 12 rounds. If it goes a distance, I'm giving that fight to Joshua. I'm calling it right now. I think he's going to win. G is the boy product. Life of Produk Podcast. This is episode 119. Well, we will be right back with the second part of the show. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now locked into the Life of Product Podcast. If you need advertisements, interviews, sponsorships, it is lifeofproduk@gmail.com or corporate.ent at gmail.com, man. Let's get you an interview, man. Let's get your brand out there. Let's get your brand out there. Like I'm telling you, man, the algorithms run a little funny, but the YouTube numbers is going up. And there's a lot of y'all that need that look. There's a look that y'all need that I wish I was given an opportunity to get. I had to get out here and get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your boy, man. Let's go. Today's episode 119. Episode 119 is titled "If I Can't If I Can't Be Myself, I Can't Be There." I don't know what's going on with me today, man. Episode 119 is titled "If I Can't Be Myself, I Can't Be There," and that is something I stand on. I'm standing on business with this. Let me correct that. Business, BIDNESS. I don't like faking the funk. I can't believe I said faking the funk. Let me tell you something. This is me showing my age right now. Bang, bang. I don't like the fakeness. I don't like it. The fake energy is not for me. That fake wave is not for me. Fake circles is not for me. I can't do it. And a lot of y'all are about that. And this is not me. I don't like just coming out and being critical of people like that. But this is something that I've been seeing a lot as of lately, not just on social media, just with people in general. I've always been a loner. I've always been an introvert. It's hard for me to consistently be around crowds of people. If it's not like close family. I didn't say family. I said close family. If it's not close family or close friends who I look at as family, I can't really be around these people. I've been in situations where I've been out at events and then my social media went from here to bang and just hit rock bottom. And I was just standing there like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But the fake energy is not for me. If I can't be myself, I cannot be there. That is something that I stand on. And that's from anything from relationships to friendships to work environment. I refuse to be the token black guy at a job. I refuse to do that. I've had situations where I was the only black guy there, and everyone was nice. Everyone was cool. I remember I had a situation where it was two of us, two black guys, and the other guy, he was the Brooks Brothers type guy. You know, that's how he was. You know, he used to walk through there with his tight khakis on. Can't do that, brother. I can't because I'm gonna tell you why, right? We already got to put on a mask when we leave the house, or some people do. I'm me from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, right? But some people will have to do that. Some people are forced to put this mask on once they wake up to operate and function fully in society. That is hard. You're basically in character for the next 8 hours of your day, or 9 hours. It might take you an hour to get to work. You are basically in character. That is not easy. It's not easy. Imagine you are the token black dude, you mad hood, you hood, and then it's itching to come out. Now, you don't have to go to work and be ghetto. You don't have to, but some people can't hide it. Now you got to hide it every day you go to work, and it's coming out. You got that one coworker that tests you, and once that side comes out that they're not used to, they're like, wait a minute, oh my God. See, us black men, we can't be overly aggressive when we work in these corporate settings. We can't do it because we say the wrong thing. We give off the wrong reference. We say the wrong slang word. We're in the office. You are in the office. You know what I'm saying? I got fired from a job years ago. I was always cool. I was never funny. I don't fake for nobody. I am me. You could put me in a room with hustlers and murderers. I'm me. You could put me in a room with millionaires and billionaires. I am me. That's just what I can't be nothing else. I was at a job years ago where I was me. I was there for maybe, I think a year, maybe two. And I had this manager, and you could tell she was like low-key kind of racist. And it was building up. Her energy towards me was building up. And one day she kind of like jumped in my face, and I took a step back and I put my hands up. Like I said, look, I don't feel comfortable. I said, yo, you need to give me my space. I don't feel comfortable. And I got fired for that. I literally got fired for that. And it's crazy because that was me sticking up for myself. I literally felt threatened because once you go like this to me, that's kind of like, whoa, like that's taking that to a whole nother level. And she did that about 2-3 times. And I was on camera saying, whoa, give me my space, back up. I don't feel comfortable. And I literally got fired for that. And then I ended up getting unemployment for a while. And I was just chilling for a while. But this is what I'm saying. So in these situations where if I can't be myself, I can't be there. Even though that applies, I've learned that in certain situations, me being there is what's going to keep me there because I'm cool no matter what, all across the board. But some people have to wear these masks. We have to, because I feel like as a black man, sometimes white America is not ready for the real side of us. They're not ready for it all the time. They think they're ready. And this is not me talking to white America. I got white friends. I got white listeners. And this is we hold no punches on the show. There will never be no PC answers on the show. This is it. This is what I'm giving y'all, right? As a black man in black society, when you're gonna, for you to really get out here and live up to your full potential, you can't just be around black people all day. If you create a business where it's your business and you got a brand and you got a whole all black staff, that is great. But in normal society, as a black man, you are going to have to be around other nationalities, which I think is a great thing because you get to learn from other nationalities. You'll have to be around Indian people, Hispanic people, Asian people, white people. You'll have to do all of that. You will have to do all of that. But the one thing I will not do is get in there and be the token black guy. I am not doing that because I've seen other black men do that and they start to lose themselves. They start to lose themselves. Then you start picking up their slang. You start picking up their ways. I've seen black dudes do this for years, and when they come back home, they don't know how to talk to each other. They don't know how to talk to their own people. They think that their own people are supposed to react the same way everybody else is reacting. You know, if this is the type of black dude you are, that's fine. More powers. I still love you, brother. But if you've been in that society with mingling within that world, and then you lose yourself, and then you come back home talking that the way that you talk in the office with these people all around your white friends, we're gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, oh, he been, bang, bang, that's what he been doing. And like I said, I don't think nothing is wrong with that, but you have to be ready for reality when we either call you out about it or look at you like you crazy. Because you're gonna get looked at like you crazy. And this is even when it comes to when it comes to interracial relationships. I've dated interracially before. I've dated Hispanic women. I've dated white women. I was never the fake phony type. I was always me the whole time. Always me the whole time. When you're a black man and you're dating interracially, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's interesting because you get to see things. When you're dating somebody, you tend to start looking at certain things from their point of view. I've never dated a white woman that was like overly hard Republican. They've always, like, for some reason, the ones that I've attracted to me, they've always been like the somewhat of the non-political type, like just live their lives and straight across the board. Listen to like a mixture of music. Some will listen to this, some will listen to that. Yeah, and I think that's cool. But you get to look at things from a different point of view. It's very interesting. I'm a very analytical person. And in these situations where I've dated interracially, I've always been allowed to have that avenue to be me. I was going to be me regardless, but there was never no internal struggle or external struggle. And I've seen that happen before. I've seen people date interracially and they've had external struggles. I've seen black men date white women and they were kind of told you're acting too black, if that makes any sense. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? That's wild. Then I've seen black men date interracially where it was none of that, where the white girl was acting like too black. It's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? And this, look, I'm just the analyzer. I'm just the fly on the wall, brother, that just be watching and listening to everything and going off of what I see y'all do or hear y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I think interracial relationships is great. Don't lose yourself. Don't. I don't think a person should lose themselves. I don't think if a Hispanic man gets out here and dates a white woman, or if a Hispanic woman gets out here and dates a white man, she should drop all her culture. I don't think so. I think you should be able to be allowed to be you and introduce that person that you're in love with to your side of the world and teach them a few things. It has to go both ways. It has to go vice versa. I also think that when it comes to, and if you're a black man and you're in an interracial relationship, you're with a white woman, you have to be willing to learn and sometimes see things from her point of view. You have to do that. You can't just get in there and just think, the white man, no, it don't work like that. No, it does not. If you sign this contract and this is what you signed up for, then wholeheartedly sign up for it, because you have to be fair with everything. Nobody wants to be fair nowadays. I got a problem with that. G is the boy product, Life of Produk Podcast, episode 119. If I can't be myself, I can't be there. We will be right back with the third segment of the show. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product, and now locked into the Life of Produk Podcast, episode 119. If I can't be myself, I can't be there. For those of y'all that are watching on YouTube, the setup is a little different in here. Remember, before they had the shouts out to Hike. They're over on J Street in Charlotte. They had the round table before. Now they got a square table. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it looks a little no jumperish. Shouts out to Adam 22. I'm not trying to play, but they kind of like got like the square table. I missed the round table. I was digging it, man. But listen, this is not my spot. This is y'all spot. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all doing great over here. Hike is dope because they're allowing a lot of people to come in here and do their thing. They can work at their own pace, and they're living their dreams out when it comes to podcasting and broadcasting. Shouts out to them. Episode 119 is titled "If I Can't Be Myself, I Can't Be There." I told y'all before, I'm always ending up in these weird conversations for some reason, and I don't even be like initiating none of it. I don't like people always coming up to me because they recognize me, or I think I just got this aura about myself. Sometimes they recognize me, sometimes they'll just see me, and like I told you, I live in North Carolina now. I am not from here. I don't look like I'm from here. Like I kind of move a little different, and I find myself in these weird conversations. And I was out one time. I took a me day, hung out that day, went back to the crib, got fresh, hung out that night, and this is funny. Found myself in a conversation with 3 scammers and a regular dude. How, I don't know. And I knew they were scammers. Come on, from Brooklyn, brother. I pick up on everything. I just pick up on it fast and don't say nothing. From the terminology, the way they was ordering drinks, bong, bong, bong. And it was like a quick little 20-minute conversation. And if I can't be myself, I can't be there. I was just regular. I'm a very chill, non-law breaking dude. I got a hood side, but I'm chill. So then, you got the 3 scammers, and you got me, and you got the other dude. The other dude, he smelled very corporate / 401k-ish, but then he was like midway trying to put on his front like he be really in the streets getting it in. Brother, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's unfair to yourself. That's not fair to yourself. Don't do that, man. It was weird, and I wanted to be like, you ain't about that life, but I don't know that, man. I don't feel like there's a need to call everybody out for their BS because I don't have to be around your BS. I don't have to entertain it. So if I don't have to entertain it, if it's not something I'm going to come in contact with on a regular, why do I have to call you out about it? You're a grown man. If you want to put on this facade that you on the street, your pieces are hitting, you hitting licks, you getting that bag, that's great. Yo, fronting for a group of dudes is the wildest thing ever. I've never understood that concept. Fronting for a group of dudes is crazy. It's crazy. Like, there's old men over here, brother. What are you gaining from that? But this is what I'm saying. Like, if I can't be myself, I cannot be there. There was a trend going on around. I heard back home there was a trend back in New York, and I heard this happened out LA too. And I'm sure this happened in Atlanta, where a lot of regular 9-to-5 guys were going to clubs, ordering bottles, sections, but then fronting whenever the girls would come around as if they were scammers and they was really out in the streets putting that work in and they was on that digital wave. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. If you're a non-law breaking, law abiding citizen, go to work, you go home type, and you got to front a group of women like you doing that, that's bad. That's just be yourself, brother. Now, if you do get those, first of all, scammers is out here really, they're getting it. It's dangerous because you can go to jail for it, but they're really getting it. You know what I'm saying? I watched a few Vice episodes with scammers and how they do the stuff with the debit cards. I seen those, right? I watched YouTube documentaries and stuff. They are really getting it. If you are a 9-to-5 dude, say you're a 9-to-5 dude, you making $65K a year. $65K a year used to be great. It ain't great no more with inflation, especially depending on what city you're in. So that's kind of like making minimum wage almost now. A little more than minimum wage is what it feels like probably. You're making $65K a year. The scammers is in the clubs every night. There's a party every night in New York and in Atlanta. They pieces is hitting. How you keeping up with that? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of men, they want the baddies, they want the bad woman, they want the Instagram looking model, they want the actual Instagram model, but that person is gonna get old one day. She's gonna get old one day. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me downing women, but she is gonna get old one day. Old, played out, likes might stop. I don't know. You might get tired of her. How long do you think you have the energy or the mojo to put up with this lie? And that's another reason I prefer to be me. That's another reason why I prefer to be me, because then you got to keep putting on this front. You got to keep up with the lies you telling. You got to keep up with I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put on this facade like I'm this person and then you find out I'm this. I'm regular. I'm going to let you know off the rip who I am. I'm not perfect. We've all made mistakes, but fam, like at a certain point, you got to keep it real with yourself. Me, if I can't be myself, I can't be there. That is me ultimately keeping it real with myself, because 1, I don't like my time being wasted. 2, I don't like wasting other people's time. I don't like doing that. So I would rather show you who I am and then also not only you decide, but I'll decide if I can remove myself from that or interact with that, because that's whack. I think a lot of y'all need to adapt that, especially with the way social media is going right now. The way, man, yo, there was a, I was on the set of Love and Hip Hop season 2 when it was like straight New York, right? And I won't say who the person was on there, but this person used to be all over MySpace fronting like they was getting this money, boom, boom, boom. I remember that person had posted something. And now to come and think about it, when I think about that picture, it must have been a really dope Photoshop, because it couldn't have been real. Oh, I just closed on this place in London, boom, boom, boom. And then when the show came out, you found out that person was sleeping on somebody's couch. And this is not me targeting that person. But what I'm saying is, y'all got to stop this fronting and putting up this facade like you were automatically above everybody else when you were right there. When there's regular people doing better than you, but you got to go online and you got to like, and this was before capping was a word. This was see, early social media. People from early, you got the people that was on early social media for whatever, just chilling. It was a new thing. But then you got the people that was like mentally ahead of everybody that figured out. They figured it out early. See, the stuff that a lot of y'all are doing now, people did this already. They just didn't do it to that level of capacity because the features weren't there. You couldn't subscribe to people and pay a monthly fee. The following wasn't there. They had to be your friend. It wasn't there yet. So early social media, people figured out. And a lot of people, since it was new from a fan perspective, thought everything that they were seeing on there was real. They didn't understand or grasp the concept that a lot of that stuff was fake and people was putting on this front and this facade, and it wasn't true. Some of us did. Some of us like, nah, that's BS. But a lot of people didn't. And they just rode the wave. So with me, I remember I was on the set and I was like, oh, I'm bone, but I'm such and such. But that person had early on in MySpace was like, oh, I'm doing this, I got that. But then when the show came out, no, that person was hurting for cash hard. That is crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And I'm pretty sure that person is doing great now. But you got to look at it too on the flip side of it. If that person would have came out and admitted that they was regular, just like everybody else is so used to trying to live vicariously through everybody, they wouldn't have respected that person. That's what I said. Those early social media people figured it out early. Now, I'm not saying get out here in front for everybody. I just told y'all if I can't be myself, I can't be there. I am not telling you to get out here in social media lie and put on this facade like you're this, that, and third, and you're above everybody. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I get it. I totally understand it. I get it. I see why people do that. I see why they go that route. I see why they ride that wave. It's a wave I've never ridden. And if I did ride that wave, I probably would be 10 steps ahead of where I'm at right now. But I got to look at myself in the mirror every day. I got to look at myself in the mirror. I got to look at myself in the mirror. I got to look at my sons every day. If I get out here and I'm lying on social media, like I'm this person, I'm that person, I'm getting this, but I'm doing this. When I go home to them, they're going to be looking at me like, oh, where's where the money at? So where that at? Where's that at? Don't get me wrong. I've done great financially. I've done great financially, but I'm not where these people are at. So I'm not going to end by you getting out here in front. And once people start believing it, they're going to test you out. So imagine you that person on social media, you lying, you acting like you getting all this money, and then you get robbed. You get extorted. You get bong, bong, bong. They looking at you like, so where the bread at? You like, nah, son, I was lying. You're going to bust you up. They're going to gun butt you, bong, 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 because you just wasted this robber's time. It's the boy product, episode 119. If I can't be myself, I can't be there. It is 2024. We already in March 2024. It's flying by fast. I just pray that all of you guys are safe. You make the best decisions you can possibly make, and the universe treats you right. I'm out, baby. Yeah.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.